Welcome to the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes pregame show. NWRM 1370 is the radio home for the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This is Quakes baseball.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball. This is Jason Anaforian greeting you here from Stockton tonight as the Quakes take on the Stockton Ports. It's the California League affiliates of the Anaheim Angels and the Texas Rangers meeting up tonight as it's game one of a three-game series, and for the Quakes, game 4 of their 10-game road trip. The Quakes have lost their last two after winning the first one in Modesto. Last night, the ball club was defeated 9-5 at the hands of the Modesto Athletics. James Ralston was the manager for the Quakes over the last 3 days, and James Ralston did split duty with not only his hitting coaching duties, but the managerial duties. But Bobby Meacham is back from his kids' graduation ceremony that took place in the Littleton, Colorado area over the past 3 days. Bobby Meacham rejoined the ball club this morning, or actually late this afternoon, just before we boarded the bus for the ballpark here in Stockton. Well, the reason I bring up James Ralston is the Quakes, they're on a winning foot right now. They did lose. They have lost their last two, but part of the reason for the success and their climb in the standings over the past couple of weeks and their climb back to 500 has been because of the offensive production of this ball club. And guys all the way around are hot right now and swinging the bats well. And when we come back on the pregame show, we'll talk with James Ralston about the last 3 days in Modesto and about the hot bats of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes as the pregame show continues right after Dev.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with the championship course designed by Schmidt and Gurley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Limonite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
Tonight on the Quakes pregame show, we're joined with the hitting coach, James Ralston. J-Ro, managerial spot for 3 days. How was it?
Oh, it was exciting. I mean, it was a lot of fun, you know, getting after it and just looking at the game from just a little bit of a different angle.
You said before the ball game yesterday, you had to look at it from not only a different angle, but you were always having to think 3 hitters ahead, and your mind's constantly going. It's a huge mental game for a manager, even in games that even can do blowouts.
It is. I mean, basically you're trying to make sure you're ahead of the game so nothing shocks you. You know, obviously you want to kind of look down the bullpen, see if you got your righty warming up and nosing on the bench and that sort of thing. So from that perspective, it's a lot more, you know, in detail during the game. As a hitting guy, I'm always worried about our offensive standpoint, but now I've got to make sure I'm in tune with both sides of the game.
How about this hitting right now? You know, the hitting is really come along a lot over the past 3 weeks or so. What are guys doing differently? Are guys hitting their routines and just adjusting and relaxing?
I mean, those guys are a pleasure to work with. Give those guys all the credit because, I mean, basically they're finding their mission, they're staying within themselves. And, I mean, throughout the long stretch of the season, that's what you want hitters to do. Find out what you do best and not try and overdo it. I mean, guys aren't trying to do too much. They know their games. They're getting good pitch selection, and they're just basically staying within themselves, doing a real good job.
You said, I asked you the other day if you wanted to manage one day, and you said that you really love the hitting part right now. And what is it, though, about the hitting that you love so much?
You know, it's the ability to focus and stay with it every day. I mean, obviously, that's the hardest thing to do in all of sports is to hit a baseball. And to have that type of consistency to hit a baseball at the major league level, which is where these guys want to be, is it's just tough to do. So basically it's a challenge. You know, the hitting side, I love it. It's a day in, day out challenge. Some days you're going to be 4 for 4, other days you're going to be 0 for 4, and yet you have to battle and come back every day as if it's the first day. And our guys are doing a good job of that this year.
We're talking with James Ralston, the hitting coach of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, tonight on the pregame show. James, you have to come back day after day, and like you said, sometimes after an 0 for 4, maybe an 0 for 12 stretch. You never know. So it's a mental game.
Exactly. It's perseverance. I mean, it just shows how tough the guys are. It's a mental game. Obviously, from the hitting side, things may not be going well, and now all of a sudden you got to make sure you're mentally able to go out there and play defense and put it behind you. And that's the game of baseball. You look at Mike Napoli right now, one of our hitters, and obviously he's going through a great stretch right now of hitting, and he's staying consistent, and he's doing well. But he's a guy who's also in the past have gone through some stretches of maybe not hitting so well, and now he's learned to battle that. So now all of a sudden when you see him on this really good long stretch of hitting, it just shows how much he's matured and how far he's come as a hitter to be able to continue it.
There's one thing to say it's a hot streak, but with Napoli, it's been all year. After this road trip, we're approaching Memorial Day weekend, and before you know it, 2 months are going to be gone. And he's been hitting the lights out for a month straight. So now that's not just a hot streak, that's a hitter that's developed into his own.
He's matured, and, I mean, he understands it, and that's the best part of it. He'll go up. I mean, every at-bat during this stretch hasn't been a great at-bat, but he knows how to put those things behind him. He's starting to understand how to make the adjustments out there, and he goes in and he battles every at-bat. The one thing you see from him early in the year, you saw him in a lot of 2-strike counts and still getting hit, still maintaining, still getting 10, 11, 12 pitch at-bats. I mean, that's just the maturity of the hitter, and, I mean, he's doing a great job this year.
Well, who else has matured a lot? I mean, you worked with Eric Ivar last year in Cedar Rapids, and now you have him again this year.
Eric, he's come so far, and, I mean, the scary part about him is he's not even close to his ceiling. I mean, he's such an athletic talent out there. He's fun to watch hitting the ball. He's made some adjustments from last year. He was a real free slinger kind of guy. He still is, but he's shown a lot of plate discipline this year. I mean, he's settled down and not chased so many pitches out of his zone this year and waited for good pitches to hit, and he's hit them hard. I mean, he's made a lot of adjustments. Jared Abruzzo's another guy. I mean, wow, he's come so far. I mean, he's a disciplined hitter right now. Right now, I'd be scared to pitch to those guys. I mean, if I'm on the other side, those guys are locked in and they're ready to go.
One of the guys that seems to be locked in as well has been Greg Porter, and he's really, it seems to me that everything that's coming off his bat over the last couple of weeks is a little bit louder than it was at the beginning of the year.
Oh, yeah, he's getting it. I mean, he's a big, strong guy, and he's starting to find out how to relay his power into a swing, and he's starting to figure out how to make sure he's got good bat speed going through the zone. Again, he's made adjustments from last year. Last year, some of the pitches that he's crushing this year, maybe he would have topped them up a little bit. But again, it's the at-bats he's getting. The more at-bats you get as a professional hitter, the more times you get to get up there, face that pitcher, and iron out your problems and have success, the better you're going to be. And Greg's hitting that point now. I mean, he's having fun out there. I mean, he's making good adjustments every at-bat. He understands how pitchers are pitching him. I mean, he's taking a good approach up there every time he goes to the plate.
James, you don't always know exactly what the plans are. You may have an idea in terms of what the Angels' plans are with these guys. But they're hitting well, and and this team has stayed together a long time for a minor league ball club over 2 months. There hasn't been a whole lot of change up and down the farm system. Arkansas has some of the guys from last year. What do you anticipate, or do you anticipate any moves as the season goes along?
You know what? You never can tell, and that's the beauty of the game in a sense is that you never know, but the goal is that you have to be ready if there is a move. And that's what these guys have to know. I mean, they're out there working hard every day, so in case something happens, they put themselves in a good position to move up.
Would you classify this year as somewhat normal in terms of guys, in terms of roster movement in the Angel system since you've been in it, or is it slow or fast?
It's normal. I mean, it really is. It's a normal kind of year. I mean, you don't set out in the beginning of the year to just say, well, hopefully by the end of the year we can move this guy up. Basically, we want guys to go out there, play at the level they're at, and dominate. And go out there and show and prove that, hopefully the next season or at some point prove that, hey, this guy deserves to be moved up. And these guys are doing that. I mean, they know they have no control over that as players. All they can do is go out every night and play as hard as they can. But as far as movement goes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen naturally.
James, thanks for joining us, and we'll talk with you along the way.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
We're talking with James Grauson tonight on the Quakes pregame show. We'll be back with more right after this.
Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Celebrate a birthday in style with Tremor and the rest of the Quakes family here at the Epicenter. Packages include 12 cafe or club tickets, a special gift for the birthday person, a souvenir for each guest, a personalized cake, and more. Birthday packages for 12 people cost just $200.
The Quakes and the Stockton Ports getting set to do battle here in just a little bit. The Ports hosting the Quakes. The Ports with a record of 17-24. The Quakes with a record of 19-20. On the mound for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes tonight is right-hander John Toledo. Toledo will be opposed by Ben Kiter. The Quakes will face right-handers all throughout the series here in Stockton over the weekend. Right-handed starters over the weekend. That's going to do it here for the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups in the first pitch for you. Quakes baseball coming up next, right here on AWRN.
Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Wineville Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines, as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in the relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376 or stop by Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376. You've been listening to the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes pregame show. This is the radio home for the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. Quakes baseball is next on KWRM 1370.
Celebrate a birthday in style with Trimmer and the rest of the Quakes family here at the Epicenter. Packages include 12 cafe or club tickets, a special gift for the birthday person, a souvenir for each guest, a personalized cake, and more. Birthday packages for 12 people cost just $200.
It's time for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball. Brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Pepsi, Laughlin's Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, Carl Buddick, Galliano Winery, California Department of Conservation, Red Roof Inn, Fast Frame, Southern California Housing, and by Yellow Book USA. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This is Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball.
2, 1. Hello, everybody. Jason Anafoyan with you again tonight for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball from Billy Hebert Field in Stockton as the California League affiliates of the Texas Rangers and the Anaheim Angels meet up. It's the Stockton Ports visiting the Stockton Ports hosting the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Let's go ahead and run down tonight's starting lineup for the Quakes as announced by manager Bobby Meacham. Meacham is back with the ball club after taking some days off to spend time with his family over some of his children's graduation ceremonies in the Littleton, Colorado area. And the lineup that Meacham has penciled out tonight that'll face Ben Kiter has Reggie Willett leading off in center field. Eric Ivar's the shortstop. He'll hit second. Michael Napoli hitting third at first base. The designated hitter is Jared Abruzzo. He's hitting cleanup. Greg Porter at third base, batting fifth. David Gates is in left field, hitting sixth. Ryan Buddy, the catcher, will bat seventh. Rancel Melgarejo hits 8th in right field, and DJ Weed at second base hitting 9th. Willis, Ibar, Napoli, Abruzzo, Porter, Gates, Buddy, Melgarejo, and Weed. The lineup for the Stockton Ports tonight has Joaquin Arias leading off at shortstop. Adam Fox, the second baseman, he'll hit second. Vince Sinisi, the left fielder, will hit third. Nate Gold, the first baseman, hits cleanup. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Anthony Webster. Hitting sixth, right fielder, Jeremy Cleveland. Batting seventh, Chris Hiley, the catcher. He hits seventh. And Randall Shelley will hit eighth at third base, and batting ninth in center field is Cameron Coughlin. Arias, Fox, Sinisi, Gold, Webster, Cleveland, Hiley, Shelley, and Coughlin. The final throw has gone down to second base. We're all set for baseball here. Reggie Willis, the switch hitter. He'll be hitting left-handed. Walks to the batter's spot. Ben Kiter bending down, saying a prayer behind the pitcher's mound. And we are all ready for California League baseball tonight. Glad you can join us here on KWRN 1370 and RCQuakes.com. The Quakes, 19 wins, 20 losses. They have lost 2 of their last 3, including a 2-game losing streak coming into the ballgame. They lost the deciding game of the series against Modesto last night, and here to face Stockton in this weekend set. First pitch from the right-hander, Kiter, is dealt for a called strike, and the count is, I beg your pardon, outside for a ball, 1-0. First pitch coming your way at 7:10. Here's the next pitch to the plate, swinging a high pop-up foul and out of play, and the count is 0-2. So first pitch was a strike, second pitch, again, fouled off to the left, no balls, 2 strikes to count. Reggie Willis hitting .260 with 3 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Willis, with an 8-game hitting streak coming into the ballgame tonight, takes the next pitch away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Willis is tied for third on the Quakes ball club for the longest hitting streak. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swing and a little jammer, a fister right to third base, popped up, and Shelley makes the catch for the first out. 1 away. 1 out, here's Eric Ibar. On the mound tonight, Ben Kiter comes into the ballgame with a record of 1 win, 3 losses. Tomorrow night, Phil Wilson will throw for the Quakes. John Toledo tonight for the Quakes. Tomorrow, Phil Wilson, and then on Sunday, it'll be left-hander Joe Saunders. The Quakes, here this weekend in Stockton, they head to Lancaster on the next part of their road trip after Sunday's game. Ibar swings at the first pitch, grounds it right to second base. Scooped up by Fox. He throws the first in time for the out, and Ibar is out number 2. 2 away, and coming up is Michael Napoli. Tomorrow night will be taped away following Forest and Titan baseball at 9:30 approximately is our start time. And then on Sunday, it's an evening game here for Stockton that begins at 5:05. And the first pitch of the ball game at 5:05, and we'll be on the air at 7 o'clock straight up from Stockton on Sunday night, another tape delay. 2 men out. Here's the pitch to Michael Napoli, and it's down low for a ball, 1-0. Michael Napoli hitting .333, 12 home runs, and 44 runs batted in. Kiter on the mound, goes to the glove. Drops down to the belt, lines, kicks, the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a bouncer to third. Shelley bobbles it to his left, stays with it, picks up, goes low to first. In time to retire Napoli, and the inning's over. So the Quakes go quickly here in the top half of the first. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Rancho nothing. Stockton coming to bat.
Who can it be now? It must be everybody's favorite program.
Please leave a message.
Hi, Hi, Dad. It's me. Sorry you weren't home. I just wanted to let you know Mom and I are having a great time here in Laughlin, Nevada. We miss you a ton and can't wait to get home. But unfortunately, our tire busted. Yeah, our spare busted too, simultaneously. What are the chances of that? And also, it snowed here. Yeah, it snowed like 5 feet, and all the roads are closed. I know you've heard it's the desert here, but it's one of those snowy deserts, not all beautiful and sunny like you've heard. So it looks like we'll have to stay for at least a couple more days. Don't worry, though. We'll keep playing the slots and water skiing and hiking and having dinner by the gorgeous river and going out dancing and stuff, if we have to. Okay, Dad. Bye-bye.
Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. So if you come, plan on staying a while. For more info, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Quakes broadcast is brought to you in part by Monarch Pool Replastering. Turn your black lagoon into a blue lagoon. By Four Seasons Roofing. We're on top of the roofing repair world. By All-Star Games. For all of your family entertainment. By The Deer Hunter. The place where friends gather. And by Glenda Tedrow of Advantage Properties. Personal service with professional results.
The Ports come to bat in the bottom half of the first inning, and Joaquin Arias, the shortstop, will lead it off. Arias hitting .277, no home runs, 10 RBIs, and the Quakes have John Toledo out on the mound, the right-hander from the windup. Rocks and fires, and the first pitch to Arias is low and inside, and the count is 1-0. This ballpark here, left field, faces out to the west. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. The pitch to the plate, called strike on the outside. Down even 1-1. Toledo in the sunshine, and the shadows will cast across the field. Coming out from left field across, the home plate will be in the shadows the last. It'll be, as the next pitch is down low, 2-1. It'll be the last part of the field that's covered in the shadows tonight as the sun sets here in Stockton. 2 balls and a strike to count here to Arias. No score, last of the first. Here's the pitch. Arias swings and drives this one to right field. Melgarejo going back to reach up and make the catch. That ball had some carry to it. The breeze is blowing in from left, just a tad. And that ball was hit on a line drive, and Melgarejo at the last moment had to reach up and catch it off to his left. 1 man out after Arias flies out to right. Here's Adam Fox. Just underway here. We're in the bottom of the first inning. No score from Stockton tonight. Here's the windup, and the pitch to the plate comes low and inside. And the count, 1 ball, no strikes to Adam Fox. Fox hitting .254 with a couple of home runs and 21 runs batted in. Fox back in the box. 1 ball, no strike. Toledo winds and kicks. Here's the pitch to the plate. Called strike. 1-1. For John Toledo this year, 1 win, 3 losses, and an ERA at 5.97. 1-1 to count. And the pitch to the plate is down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Toledo's last game he pitched was against Inland Empire. He pitched 5 innings. Did not receive a decision. That was on Saturday night in the TV game. 2-1 pitch. Swinging a drive to center field. Willis going back in the shadows. He reaches off to his left, and he makes the catch, backtracking on the track. And there are 2 outs. Willett in center field, playing in the shadows of the trees behind the left center field wall here at Billy Heber's Field. Billy Heber's Field is 392 feet to straightaway center field. It is a solid brick wall that is painted in green with some advertisements posted on top of the wall. Here's the left-hander, Vince Sinisi, and he takes low and away. 1 ball, no strike. Willits is in center field. Gates, the left fielder, plays just into the sunshine. The 1-0 pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Mel Guerrero plays Sinisi deep and in right field. 2 away. 2-0 the count. There is no score in the bottom of the first. Porter at third base comes in. Here's the 2-0. Swinging. There's another drive to center field. Willits going back. Squares his shoulders back towards the infield. Reaches up. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. So 3 balls hit in the air, and the Sports go 1-2-3 here in the first. We head to the second. It's the Quakes nothing and the Ports nothing.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Quakes broadcast is brought to you in part by Monarch Pool Replastering. Turn your black lagoon into a blue lagoon. By Four Seasons Roofing. We're on top of the roofing repair world. By All-Star Games. For all of your family entertainment. Sides Up Deer Hunter. The place where friends gather. And by Glenda Tedrow of Advantage Properties. Personal service with professional results.
Top of the second, no score. Jared Abruzzo will lead it off for the Quakes. Ben Kiter on the mound. The right-hander rocks and fires home, and the pitch is a called strike to Jared Abruzzo, and the count is 0-1. Jared Abruzzo, one of the hitters that James Ralston, the hitting coach, was talking about on the pregame show tonight in terms of making a lot of adjustments this year. 0-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball back up the middle. The shortstop is up with it. And Arias sets himself from the left of the second base bag and fires over to first for the first out of the top half of the second. 1 away, and Greg Porter coming up. Porter was 12 for 6 for 12 in the series at Modesto. 1 out. Here's Porter. Porter struck out swinging to end the ball game last night. Pitch to the plate is outside. And the count 1 ball, no strikes for Porter. Hitting .331 with 3 home runs and 20 RBI. Porter had a home run a couple of nights ago, or in the afternoon game on Wednesday in Modesto. Swinging a high pop-up foul and out of play. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball landing on top of the bleachers here. Off to the third base, behind the third base dugout of the Ports. 1-1 the count. Kiter from the windup. Drops down to the belt. Now rocks his hands over his head. Kicks. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1. And the pitch home. Porter takes the back ball away. 3 balls and a strike. Kiter 1 win, 3 losses, a 5.87 ERA. 23 innings pitched. He's given him 22 hits. Here's the next pitch. Porter swings, drives this one to left field. Going back on the ball, Sinisi, and in the shadows, he reaches off to his left, but makes the catch. 2 men out. Home plate completely in the sunshine. It'll be that way for a little while. Sun still well up in the sky down the left field line, just to the left of where the foul pole is located. Down the left field line here at Billy Hebert Field, 325 feet. It's 335 feet down the right field line. 2 outs, base is empty, no score, top of the second inning. And the Quakes sit back. Here's Gates. Kiter ready, and the pitch home. Base boom from Missy, and the count is no balls and a strike. Kiter this year has now pitched 24 2/3 innings. He has walked 8, struck out 18. Opponents against Carter coming into the night hitting 262 against him. Next pitch, and a change of swung on and missed. 0-2 to count out of David Gates. Gates hitting 286 with 9 home runs and 36 runs batted in. 0-2 to count. Titus ready. He winds. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a drive into right center field. This one's pushing Coughlin back. The center fielder on the warning track. He looks up. It's off the wall. It caroms off the brick wall hard behind him. It's tracked down by Cleveland in center field. And David Gates will move all the way to third base with a stand-up triple. A 2-out triple for David Gates. He hit that ball to deep right center field, and Coughlin, the center fielder, moved over. And this carom, it's not a wall that is made of plywood. It's not a wooden wall. It's a brick wall, and that ball shot off of it in deep right center field and caromed right past Coughlin. Cleveland, the right fielder, had to go retrieve the ball. So a runner at third. It's the first hit of the ball game. Here's Ryan Buddy. No score, top of the second. Buddy takes the fastball away. 1 ball, no strike. The lights on here at the ballpark, still playing under the sunshine here in Stockton. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Buddy. Gates away from third base. Tighter set, the 1-0 on its way, down low. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Buddy getting 234, 3 home runs, 9 runs batted in. 2-0. Tighter kicks the pitch. Swinging a big bouncer. Short hop to third by Shelley. He's up with it on the grass. Now throws to first. And the inning is over. The Quakes get a 2-out triple and strand a runner after an inning and a half. It's 0-0.
If your home team is hungry for a mealtime winner, there's nothing better than original Carl Budding. With 9 distinct flavors like smoked turkey, honey ham, and corned beef, we've got the taste and variety that never strikes out. Plus, we've got the convenience that keeps meal preparation time from going into extra innings. Look for original Carl Budding in 2.5-ounce, 8-ounce, and 1-pound sizes at your favorite grocer. That's Carl Budding, a real slice of life. It's a whole new ballgame. Playing baseball. Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Charter Media presents the Friday Family Fun Pack. 4 clubs, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 2 Boomers Miniature Golf passes, 4 one-hour GameWorks passes, an accurate automotive oil change, and 2 Cold Stone Creamery ice cream, all for just $38. Available for select Friday games. Make your plans to be with us.
It's a whole new ballgame. Playing baseball. With family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. It's a whole new ballgame.
Bottom of the second, 3, 2. John Toledo winds in the first pitch at the bottom of the second. Is swung on off the bat of the right-hander, Nate Gold, and it's fouled off over the grandstand and out of the ballpark. No balls, 1 strike to count. Toledo winds and kicks, and the 0-1 is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Opponents hitting 306 against Toledo so far. Next pitch, down low. 2 balls and a strike. And Toledo, in his last start against Inland Empire, really started to turn things around. He was aggressive, attacking the strike zone. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it comes inside the goal. 3 balls and a strike. He was real aggressive attacking the strike zone, and that helped him in the ball game. And he had the difficult task of going head-to-head with Bobby Livingston. 3-1 pitch is down low in the dirt. It's ball 4. Buddy goes to the backstop to get the ball. so the runner does not advance, and holding at first base after a walk is Gold. So a leadoff walk for the Ports in the last half of the second inning. 0-0 the score between Rancho Cucamonga and Stockton. Here's Anthony Webster. In that ball game that Toledo pitched, the Quakes lost it in 10 innings. First pitch to the left-hander, Webster swung on and smoked foul down the right field line and out of play. No balls, 1 strike to count. That ball was hit down where the Quakes relievers are sitting in the bullpen. 0-1 the count, nobody out. Here's the pitch, swinging a roller foul back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Webster with a .242 average and 2 home runs, 15 runs batted in. 0-2 to count. Nobody out. And Toledo throws the next pitch, swing, and that one broke for center field. Willis is right there. He makes the catch. 1 man out. Gold comes back to first. Well, we've seen some line drives hit out to Reggie Willis so far. 3 of them to be exact. And here is Jeremy Cleveland. Quakes baseball tonight on the radio is brought to you in part by Yellow Book USA. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. Here's Jeremy Cleveland. He takes the first pitch off the inner half of the plate for a ball. To count 1 ball, no strike. 1 away, 0-0, bottom of the second. And Gold, who has a stolen base on the year, leads away from first. Napoli, the first baseman, holds him on. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high up a foul territory. Buddy with his mask off. He'll watch that ball sail back above us here in the press box, and then it bounced back down just below us. That's the big loud thump that you heard. That ball popped straight up, and it left our eyesight. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 man out. And another throwback to first. 1-1. There's a big hole in the right side for Cleveland to go into. Next pitch to the right-hander inside, 2-1. D.J. Weed, the second baseman, stayed well up the middle at second. Eyeball playing medium depth at shortstop. Greg Porter off the line at third. Napoli, the first baseman, holds on Gold. 1 out in the inning. Here's the 2-1. And Toledo tries to go with the changeup to the outside and misses. 3 balls and 1 strike. Cleveland hitting .309, 2 home runs, 26 RBI. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 man out. Turning the throw back to first. And back safely is Gold. 3-1. No runs are hit for the Quakes. No runs are hit for the Ports. 3-1. Turning the throw back to first. And back safely again is Gold. The first base umpire tonight is David Rackley. Well, he is the umpire on the base paths tonight. Will Robinson behind the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 man out. Gold away from first. We'll see if they put on a hit and run. They do not. Here's the pitch. Called strike to Cleveland. 3-2. Ports decked out in their home white jerseys tonight. Good looking white jerseys. White vest. With red sleeves underneath. Runner goes on the 3-2 pitch, driven up the alleyway. Right center field. Willis going over. He plays it on a hop. He cuts it off in the gap. Around second. And running through the stop sign almost at third was Gold. The throw goes back behind him at third. He'll come in to score. Now they got the runner at first. That's Cleveland in a rundown. The throw to Ivar short. He chases him back to Napoli. Napoli chasing him towards second. He'll apply the tag. And all the while, the Oaks or the Ports have taken a 1-0 lead. And Cleveland knocks in Gold. Gold saw the late stop sign there by the third base coach. And he went around and ran through it and then decided to heck with it. I got to go home. And the Quakes relay came back to Porter at third. Porter started to chase goal to home and said, forget it, I got to get to Cleveland. Cleveland's heading down to second base. So Porter threw the ball down to Ivar. Here's the first pitch now to Hiley, and it's taken down low for a ball, 1-0. Give Cleveland a single and an RBI, and on the base path, he has thrown out 5 to 6 to 3. Next pitch to Hiley is taken for a strike, 1-1. Hiley hitting .239 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs. 2 men out here in the first, or in the second. 1-0 Stockton. And the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a shot hit high in the air, deep to left field. Case going back. He's looking up, and it is gone. A home run for Hiley. His third of the year. Hiley hit that ball with a low liner. It had some top spin on it. And all Gates could do was turn and hope to play it off of the wall. And perhaps steal the carom. But that was not the case. Here's Randall Shelley. So a solo home run for Hiley. His third home run and 10th RBI on the year. First pitch to Shelley is a fired-in fastball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. 2-0 Stockton, bottom of the second inning. Toledo rocks, he kicks, the 0-1 pitch comes on the inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Shelley having a rough start to the season. So far, 1 for his first 20 here with Stockton, hitting 0-50. Next pitch, low and away, blocked by Buddy in the left-handed catcher's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No home runs or RBIs. He's walked a couple of times. Just 1 hit and 20 at bat. 2-0 Stockton, leading the Quakes. 1-2 pitch, high in the air, deep to left center field. Willis in the gap, and he makes the catch in front of the track, and the side is retired. The Ports scored 2 times here on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left on base. We head to the third. Stockton leading Rancho 2-0.
Hey fans, there's nothing recreational about having your vehicle break down miles from nowhere. So before heading out on your family summer trip, make sure your first stop is to Carl's Transmission Exchange. As the oldest transmission shop in Rancho Cucamonga, you can rely on us to get it done right the first time. In fact, we've been keeping you on the go for over 23 years. Stop by today. We're at Carl's Transmission Exchange, located on 8th Street between Archibald and Hayden, or call 800-442-CARL. That's Carl with a K. It's a whole new ballgame. Playing baseball. Family fun and so much more. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. For fans who want the benefits of season tickets but can't make it to all the home games, then the Quakes mini plans are perfect for you. Mini plans start as low as $60 per seat. Plus, these plans feature the most exciting games of the 2004 season. To order your Quakes mini plan today, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252.
Nothing Stockton after 2 innings. Jason Anaforian with you tonight. John Souter, our engineer in the KWRM studios in Corona. We're pleased you can join us here online at rcquakes.com as well as 1370 AM. Here's Rancel Melgarejo leading it off against Ben Kiter. Quakes find themselves down now, 2-0. And the first pitch to Melgarejo is taken for a ball. And the count 1-0. Melgarejo hitting .271 with 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. El Guerrejo did not play in yesterday's ball game. He last played on Wednesday. Next pitch down low, 2-0. The Stockton Forts wearing their home whites, as we said, with red caps and blue bills. Forts is scripted in cursive blue, trimmed in red across their jersey. 2-0 pitch, breaking ball inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Blue numerals and red trim on the back. Blue socks and red sleeves. 3-0. Here's the pitch to Mel Guerrejo. Taken for a try. 3-1. 2-0 Stockton. Mel Guerrejo fouled the ball off of his left knee in Wednesday afternoon's contest. And the 3-1 pitch is low and away, ball 4, and Mel Guerrejo walks. Quakes baseball tonight on the radio is brought to you by the Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau. The city of Laughlin reminds you, young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. DJ Weed coming up to the Quakes. 2-0 Stockton lead. The Stockton Forts 17 wins and 24 losses this year. They are in 4th place in the California League Northern Division, 7 games back of Modesto, just a half game in front of last place Bakersfield. Nobody out. Away from first base is Mel Guerrejo. Here's the pitch, down low. 1 ball, no strikes. BJ Weed at the plate, and calling time is Hiley, the catcher. He's going to go out and talk with the pitcher, Tighter. We'll be on the air with Quakes.
KWRM Corona, Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball.
1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. And the pitch to the plate. DJ Weed swinging, has a high chopper to short. It's charged by Arias on the grass. A low throw to first, not in time. And Weed beats it out. Throw is short hopped and scooped out nicely by Gold, the first baseman. But Weed has himself an infield hit. A big high chopper that he buried down in the dirt out in front of home plate. And the Quakes now with runners at first and second, and nobody out for Reggie Willett. The Stockton Forts are managed by Arnie Violet. Tyler's in his 2nd season here in Stockton. Last year, led the ball club to the championship round of the California League playoffs. Willett shows bunt, and he hits it into the glove of Hiley, much to the surprise of Willett. And the count is 0-1. Willett ended up pulling back, but not before plate umpire Will Robinson said that ball grazed your bat. And there the umpire really, along with a sight, but more or less with a sound, he has to go by in order to judge those close plays. 0-1 pitch. Now Willett offers a bunt, punts it up the third base side. Shelley from the grass picks it up. Bare hand pickup. A throw from his right foot at first is in time to retire Willett on the sacrifice. An excellent play there by Shelley, the third baseman. Moving to third base goes Mel Guerrejo, and taking second base is B.J. Weed. So now the Quakes with runners at second and third. They represent the tying run. Eric Ibar coming up. And last year, Stockton, they finished first in the Northern Division in the first half. They won against Visalia in the first round and then lost to Inland Empire in the championship series. First pitch to Ibar, swung on, driven to right field. Pretty good right. Cleveland comes in, makes the catch. Tagging at third is Mel Guerrejo. He will come in to score as the throw comes in from Cleveland. That's to the right of home plate and in foul territory. So it's up the line. It's not a good throw. Ibar with a sacrifice fly and an RBI gets the Quakes on the board. And moving over to third base is B.J. Weed.
Michael Napoli.
2-1, Stockton lead. Ibar with an RBI, his 18th of the year. Here's Michael Napoli. He grounded to third base. Back in the first. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Fastball up high. 1 ball, no strike. Then Kiter gets the ball back. Juggles it on the mound. Peers in for the signs for the stretch. Here's the 1-0 pitch on its way. Curveball taken for a strike. And the count 1-1. 2-1 Stockton. Top half of the third. Napoli at the plate. Away from third base is Weed. The pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into right field. That one's trekking into foul territory. And it's Gold to the first baseman getting chased down the line. Unable to run that ball down. It lands on the warning track. And bounces out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the count here at Napoli. Kiter, born in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, resides in Arvada, Colorado, in the offseason. A 6th-round draft pick of the Rangers in 2001. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men out. The pitch to the plate, fastball up and in. 2-2. Kiter pitched most of his season last year in Stockton. He pitched at 25 of his 30 games. He pitched a little bit in Clinton last year, low A club with the Rangers. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed by Napoli. Strike 3 is ending over. The Quakes will settle for just the 1 run on the Ivar sacrifice fly. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and man left on. We head to the bottom of the third. It's Stockton 2, Rancho 1.
Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Wineville Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines, as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376 or stop by Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376. You know the goal of baseball is to get home quickly. The last thing you want to see is some player lollygagging around third when there's going to be a close play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. You know all Farmer John products are made fresh right here in the Southland. That way they get home as quickly as possible, and it's just a short slide into the plate. That's your plate at home, not home plate. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
We move along here to the bottom half of the third inning with the Quakes in front of this one, 2-1 over the Stockton fourth. Toledo, the right-hander, back to work, and the pitch is down low, 1-0. I stand corrected. The Forts are in front of this one, 2-1 over the Quakes. Stockton scoring twice in the second. The Quakes answered in the top of the third. 1-0 pitch, and the left-hander hits a high pop-up. Foul territory, third base side, and it's Ivar behind Porter, falling to his feet and reaching out to his left to make the catch, and Cameron Coughlin is out number 1. One away. Here's Joaquin Arias. 2-1 Stockton last half of the third. Arias hit a line shot to Mel Guerrejo in right field. 1 out. Here's the pitch. And a strike call to Arias, and the count is 0-1. Field completely in the shadows with the exception of some areas around home plate right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Unlike Bakersfield, Sam Lynn Ballpark, where the sun sets out in center field. 1-1 pitch, swinging a high bouncer to short. Ivar backhanded, sets himself at short, throws to first, got him. Well, we've seen Ivar do that all year long, and Arias, who runs quick, probably used to beating that play out. But that is the defensive ability of Eric Ibar at short. 2 men out. Here's Adam Fox. The sun sets to left field here. At Billy Hebert Field, behind the left field wall, is a softball diamond that's used for some City League softball. There's a softball game taking place out there right now. 2 outs. Here's Adam Fox. He takes inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-1 Stockton, last half of the third. Adam Fox slide to center field back in the first. Toledo rocks his hands over his head. He kicks the 1-0 pitch. A strike called. 1-1. Stockton scored in the second inning by an RBI single from Jeremy Cleveland. Chris Hiley followed up with a home run, but Cleveland was thrown out on the base path in that sequence of plays. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed 1-2. Here in Stockton, they refurbished Billy Hebert Field a few years ago. Added some green chairback seats to the facility. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men out. The pitch, reach going, a high bouncer over the mound. It takes a funny hop on the ground. Weed charges at second, and he throws across his body. And on the run, in time to retire Fox, and the inning is over. Well, between Ibar and Weed, and there were some spectacular defensive plays by the Quakes here in the bottom of the third. We head to the fourth. Stockton leading 2-1.
Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Wineville Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines, as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376 or stop by Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376.
Friends and family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card Preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, San Dimas, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
The 3-1 pitch is down low in the dirt. It's ball 4. Buddy goes to... First pitch to Jared Abruzzo here in the top of the fourth inning is swung on and missed for a strike, and the count is 0-1. 2-1, Stockton leading Rancho, top of the fourth. In a game that has a brisk pace to it. First pitch, the next one to Abruzzo is up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the sun is no longer a factor. It's tucked behind some clouds. It's set. And in just a few moments, it'll be behind some buildings out in left field. 1-1 pitch. Curveball, a beauty for a strike on the outside to Abruzzo. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jared Abruzzo hitting .366 for the Quakes. 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. He grounded to short his last time up. He takes the next pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike to Abruzzo. 2-1 Stockton here in the fourth. Tyler, the right-hander, toes the rubber. Stands with the feet apart. Rocks his hands over his head as he kicks. Here's the 2-2. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Quakes will have a night game tomorrow night at 7:05 and then an evening contest at 5:05 on Sunday. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. And the pitch to the plate. Abruzzo takes strike 3 call. And he is out number 1. One away. Here's Greg Porter. Porter flies to left field in the second inning. 2-1 the score in favor of the Ports. Here's the pitch. Porter swings and slaps that one down the left field line. That's a base hit. Porter turns the bag at first. As the left fielder, Sinisi, gets over to cut the ball off near the line, Porter will stop at first with a single. Sinisi gets the ball back to the infield. So Porter's on with a 1-out single. And David Gates is coming up. David Gates tripled right center field. He had a shot the opposite field. Back in the second inning where the center fielder Coughlin went over to try and cut the ball off. And he was playing too close to the wall on trying to play the carom too close to the wall. And the ball really shot back past him. 1 man out. David Gates at the plate. He takes the breaking ball low. 1 ball, no strike. 2-1 Stockton, top of the 4th inning. Greg Porter stands off the bag at first. The breeze blowing in from left field tonight. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 man out. Here's the pitch to the plate. Gates swings and drives that one pretty well. Right field. Cleveland on his horse. And he looks up, and it takes a big bounce and a carom off the wall. And Cleveland fields the ball in right field. Gets the ball back to the infield. Porter heads to third. Meacham puts on the stop signs there. Gates takes second. And it's a double for David Gates. He is taking the ball with some authority off of Kiter to the opposite field. And he is having success. Second and third for Rancho now with 1 man out here in the 4th. Here's Ryan Buddy. Rounded out the third in the second inning. 2-1. Stockton, top of the 4th. A base hit here for the Quakes to give them the lead. Quakes looking to get off on the right note here in Stockton after losing 2 to Modesto. Breaking ball from Kiter inside, 1-0. Quakes have not led in a ball game or have not held the lead since the top of the 9th and Modesto on Wednesday. 1-0. A look back at second. Kiter throws. Buddy swings and hits a hard chopper foul wide of third and down the line. It bounces off of the tarp. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Kiter split time last year between Clinton, the Clinton Lumber Kings, the Midwest League affiliate of the Rangers, and he spent most of the time, though, in Stockton. 1-1 pitch, a curveball for a strike, 1-2. Kiter pitched a couple of games last year in the postseason for Stockton. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Kiter. Low and away. The ball gets away from Hiley. Nobody advances. Hiley, the catcher, runs up the line or up the walkway towards the Quakes on deck circle to the first base slide and makes a terrific sliding grab at the ball and stops it right there. Well, this field here at Billy Ebert is taking its beating this year. The University of Pacific men's baseball team shares this field. And in fact, they're playing this weekend here at the Diamond. 2-2 pitch. Buddy swings and chops it down. Now still 2-2. In fact, the Quakes and the Ports, they play at night. Pacific is going to be playing in the day on both Saturday and Sunday. They'll be playing at noon. 2-1 Stockton, top of the 4th. The 2-2 pitch. Buddy swings and misses, and he is out on strike. There's a clutch strikeout there for Kiter. 2 men out now in the inning. Runners hold at second and third for Rancho. Third strikeout for Kiter. He has one walk so far. Here's Rancel Melgarejo, who walked and scored in the third. 2-1. Stockton. Melgarejo had a 8-game hitting streak snapped on Wednesday afternoon. He hit safely in his first 6 games back from the disabled list. Here's the pitch. Melgarejo takes the curveball for a strike. They really buckled him. And the count 0-1. The lights on here at Billy Hebert Field in the top of the 4th inning. Not yet, or slowly taking their effect, you could say. 0-1 the count. The pitch down low. 1-1. Well, the reason I'm talking about the field being a little bit beat up here, because the University of Pacific plays on this and shares this field as well. There is a dirt cutout, though, from the batter's boxes back towards, or a dirt cutout as a walkway back towards the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball up high. 2 balls and a strike. And then there's a diagonal chalk line from the corner edge of both dugouts to the top step of the dugout that goes all the way back to the backstop. And where the bat boys sit in folding chairs is actually out of play here. Odd little configurations there. But that is chalk. Albeit there's not a wall there, but it's to mark what is in field of play and what's not. 2-1 pitch, a called strike on the outside. 2-2 to Melgarejo. So should a ball roll away towards the on-deck circle and cross that chalk line, and the play will be called dead at that moment. 2-2. 2 men out. Kiter from the belt looks back at second, now steps off the mound. Melgarejo looking for a hit here. 2-1 Stockton in the 4th. Top of the inning. Kiter looks at third, the pitch to the plate. Curveball misses inside. 3-2. Tried to go with a backdoor curveball there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Porter away from third. Gates off the bag at second. Quakes with 4 hits. Ports with 2. 3-2. 2 out. The pitch comes inside. Almost hit Melgarejo. He backs off of it. Ball 4. The bases are loaded for B.J. Weed. B.J. Weed just pounded a ball into the dirt his last time up. A big high chopper. He does that again here. No, he can tie the ball game up. He beat it out for a hit. Melgarejo has now walked twice. Stockton plays the infield bat with the exception of Shelley at third base, playing even with the bat. The left fielder, Sinisi, is playing Weed shallow and in left. Coughlin in center is shaking him to the gap in right center. First pitch to Weed, hits the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Cleveland is playing straight away and deep in right field. 2-1 fourth, top half of the 4th. No balls, 1 strike, 2 men out. A look back at second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1. Kiter, a look back at second base. Runners lead from all bases. The pitch. Weed takes. Strike 2 called at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Weed gets back in the box. He wears no batting gloves. 1-2. The pitch, low and inside. Hiley, the catcher, knocks it down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. B.J. Weed this year with the bases loaded. 3 for 9 with 3 RBIs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Tighter throws. Runners lead the pitch. Swing and Weed fights it off. Fouls it back to the screen. And the count's 2-2. Beautiful clear sky above. Billy Heber Field with the tall redwood trees. Landscaping the ballpark beyond the right field wall. 2-2 pitch. Weed swings and hits it to short. Arias fields it, and he throws to first. In time to get Weed. That was not an easy play for Arias because Weed hit the ball, and the runner at second gate tiptoed over it as Arias had to wait for him to clear the way to throw Weed out, and the inning is over. The Quakes will leave the bases loaded here in the fourth. 2 hits, 3 left on. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 fourth.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with the championship course designed by Schmidt & Gurley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Limonite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Quakes broadcast is brought to you in part by Monarch Pool Replastering. Turn your black lagoon into a blue lagoon. By Four Seasons Roofing. We're on top of the roofing repair world. By All-Star Games. For all of your family entertainment. By The Deer Hunter. The place where friends gather. And by Glenda Tedrow of Advantage Properties. Personal service with professional results.
Fans, the Quakes come off of this road trip. They'll be in town 1 week from tonight, next Friday, May 28th, with the Lake Elsinore Storm. Next Friday night, you don't want to miss the giveaway at the Epicenter. The first 1,000 fans next Friday night will receive Angels Buzzhead wigs. The Quakes take on the Storm at 7:15, and then next Saturday night, May 29th, Southwest Airlines presents Angels caps to the first 1,000 fans at the Epicenter. Here's John Toledo. He fires in a strike to Vince Sinisi, the left fielder, and the count is 0-1. Sinisi flied to center in the first. A 1 pitch comes up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Sunday, May 30th, Red Roof Inn team photos will be presented to the first 1,000 fans through the gate next Sunday at 2:15 game. 1-1 pitch. Sinisi jams on it, grounds at the first base. Napoli will underhand feed to Toledo, covering the bag in time. 1 out. Sinisi's now 0 for 2 tonight. First Nate Gold. The next Friday night, Angels Buzzhead wigs to the first 1,000 fans. Saturday night, Angels caps to the first 1,000 fans. And then Sunday afternoon, team photos. First pitch to Nate Gold is taken for a ball. 1-0. Toledo nods. He winds. Here's the pitch. Way up high. 2 balls, no strike. John Toledo's been working at a quicker pace over his last couple of starts. 2 balls, no strike. Toledo is ready. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swing and a foul ball right back to the screen. The count is 2-1. The screen here in Stockton is a chain link fence that has some green poles separating it out. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to the plate, down low. 3-1 the count. 2-1, Stockton, bottom of the 4th inning. Jason Anaforian here at Billy Hebert Field. The 3-1 on its way, outside, ball 4, and Nate Gold walked. Gold has walked both times now. He scored his last time on the base pass. It was Gold that ran through that stop sign. It gave Stockton then a 1-0 lead. Anthony Webster coming up. Napoli holds on Gold at first. Here's the pitch. Webster takes the called strike, 0-1. 2-1 Stockton. Last half of the fourth on this Friday evening here in Central Valley. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to the plate is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Another cool evening. See fans that have brought their jackets out here to the game. 1-1 to count. Pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball to the second baseman Weed. He fields it, turns, goes to shortstop where Ibar is covering the bag at second. It's in time to get the force out on Gold. Webster's aboard on a fielder's choice. Nice play there by B.J. Weed. 2 men out. Here's Jeremy Cleveland. Singled in a run in the second inning and then was caught out on the base path on the back end of a very wild play that led to a run. Turn and a throwback to first. Webster is back. Toledo from the stretch, another turn and a throwback over, and again Webster is back. 2 men out. Another throwback over. And again, with a head first slide, Webster is back safely. 2-1 Stockton, bottom half of the fourth. Toledo throws the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Off with a diving glove of Porter into left field. That's a hit. Porter sprawled out at third. And he just missed that one. So a base hit there for Cleveland. To second base goes Webster. Here's Chris Hiley, the catcher. The lights have begun to take their effect on the field. Beautiful sunset off to left field beyond the trees that landscape this ballpark. 2 men out, first and second. And looks back at second. A turn and a snap throw down there. Ibar catches the ball, fields it, slaps a tag on Webster, but he is safe. That play was close. I think a little too close for comfort for the fourth. 2 men out. Hiley with a home run his last time up. Had some pretty good top spin on it, but got out over the wall, straight away left. The first pitch is a strike. 0-1 to count. The Quakes, in their next homestand, it's just going to be 3 games. And then on Memorial Day, they will be at San Bernardino, take on Inland Empire. 0-1 pitch. Way outside, gets away from Buddy, goes to the backstop, and taking third base is Webster, and Cleveland to second on the wild pitch. The second and third now, 1-1 to count to Hiley. The Quakes will make their first visit to Arrowhead Credit Union Park in San Bernardino on Memorial Day. It'll be a night contest that they'll play there. They'll play that week. 1-1 pitch, low and away. Buddy locks it. Now he goes out to talk with Toledo. 2 balls and a strike. Quakes trail 2-1, bottom of the fourth. And for the Stockton fourth, an opportunity with a base hit here to knock in some runs and to extend their lead. 2-1 to count to Hiley. 2 men out. The third is Webster. Cleveland from second. Infield back. Toledo kicks the 2-1 on its way. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. 3 is blowing out towards right center. 3-1 to count. And there's some pinkish clouds off into the distance in left field as the sun sets here in Stockton. The clouds off into the left field and center field skylines, but a very clear sky above. 3-1 pitch is outside, ball 4, and now Toledo is having some two-out problems. The bases are loaded after that walk, and here's Randall Shelley, and here's Keith Comstock to the mound. Quakes baseball tonight is being brought to you in part by Vineyard Bank, your hometown bank and a proud sponsor of the hometown team, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Vineyard Bank, a proud sponsor of Quakes baseball on the radio. So, Comstock out to talk with Toledo. The Quakes are trailing 2-1. And with the 2 outs and a runner at first base, Toledo gave up a single to Jeremy Cleveland. Chris Hiley walked, and that loaded the bases here. Randall Shelley flied out to center field back in the second inning. Outfield plays Shelley straight away. 2-1 Stockton. A big situation here for the Quakes. They'll have the top of the order up in the top of the 5th. And an extra base hit here can change this ball game. First pitch to Shelley, taken for a strike in the count 0-1. That's the writing on this at bat. (0-1). 2 outs. And the pitch home. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs, 3 hits for Stockton, a run on 4 hits for the Quakes. Infield back to Rancho. Runners lead from all bases. From third base is Webster. Cleveland from second, Hiley at first. 1-1. 2 men out. The pitch home. Check swing roller or foul up along the first base line. Ball rolls back towards the retaining wall at the chain link fence down the first base line. 1-2 to count. Toledo, a look back at second, the 1-2 pitch, swinging a bouncer to first, and it's fielded by Napoli. He will take it himself to the bag, and the inning is over. That ball hit the lip of the grass on its second bounce, kind of skidded to Napoli, and he stayed with it. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, a walk, the bases left loaded. We head to the 5th. Stockton leading 2-1.
Hey fans, there's nothing recreational about having your vehicle break down miles from nowhere. So before heading out on your family summer trip, make sure your first stop is to Carl's Transmission Exchange. As the oldest transmission shop in Rancho Cucamonga, you can rely on us to get it done right the first time. In fact, we've been keeping you on the go for over 23 years. Stop by today. We're Carl's Transmission Exchange, located on 8th Street between Archibald and Hayden, or call 800-442-CARL. That's Carl with a K.
Top of the 5th, Reggie Willis to lead it off. The Quakes are trailing 2-1 to the Stockton fourth. Willis with a sacrifice bunt his last time up, swings away at the first pitch. He drives that one up the alleyway. That one is going to fall. Sinisi came on with a dive, could not come up with it. And Willis is around first, and he will be in at second with a double. Well, Willis hit that ball the opposite field into left center, and Sinisi made a good charge, shading out into straightaway left field, and he had to come into the gap and slide to make a backhanded diving attempt at the ball, and he almost came up with it. The ball kicked off of Sinisi. It stayed in front of it, but Willis with some aggressive base running took second base on the play. And here is Eric Ibar, who had a sacrifice fly and an RBI in the third. First pitch to Ibar is outside. The count 1 ball, no strike. Ibar grounded to second base in the first. 2-1 Stockton, top half of the 5th. And the corner infielders are in for the 4th. The shortstop area playing behind Willis at second. Here's the pitch. A strike call. 1-1. Ivar, switch hitter, batting left-handed, stands up on the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Quakes with a good start here in the 5th, trying to tie it up. 1-1. The pitch. Ivar takes outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Kiter walks back up top the mound. Looks in from the stretch. 2-1. Time is called. Kiter is in his 3rd season professionally, or in his 4th season professionally. Pitched in Pulaski in the Appalachian League in 2001. Ivar takes low and inside. The ball gets away from Hiley, and taking third base is Reggie Willis. Hiley just didn't know where that ball was. The wild pitch. Willis moves to third base. And the Quakes with a runner at third and nobody out. Hiley was scampering to try and find out where that ball was. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Ivar reaches for it and rolls it foul up along the first base line. 3-2. Willis will go back to third. Stockton 2. Rancho 1. Top of the 5th. Ivar back in the box. Tugs at his helmet. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The infield brought in now medium depth. Here's the pitch. Ivar takes down low, ball 4. And a walk. First and third now, nobody out. Michael Napoli grounded to third base in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Get some signs from Bobby Meacham. 2-1 Stockton, top half of the 5th. Napoli back in the box now. Kiter peeks over at first, now he throws. Ivar runs the pitch, swing and a miss. Throw down to second base, not in time. The second baseman Fox had to field the ball in front of the second base bag and then reach back behind them. And his main concern there was just to cut the ball off and make sure that it did not go into center field. Ivar, with a good jump, he has stolen his 22nd base of the year, and that now ties him for the league lead in stolen bases. 0-1 the count, second and third. Here's Napoli. Kiter, the right-hander, throws. Napoli swings and hits a little fister up the middle, cut off by the shortstop Arias. He throws on the run in front of the bag at second, in time to get Napoli, but Willis comes in to score from third to tie the ball game up at 2. And Eric Ivar will take third base on the play. Napoli picks up his 45th RBI. 2-2 the score now on the top of the 5th. One out, here's Jared Abruzzo. The infield brought in with Ivar away from the bag at third. A look over at the base. Here's the pitch. Abruzzo takes low and away. Snap throw down to third. Not in time. Shelley applied the tag, but Ivar got back safely with a head first slide. 1-0. 2-2, top of the 5th. Kiter from the stretch. The 1-0. Abruzzo takes the strike. 1-1. A fly ball here to the outfield. More than likely with Ivar's speed at third. If it's hit medium depth, will give the Quakes the lead. 1-1. The pitch. Abruzzo pulls a shot, punty foul down the right field line. 1-2. Stockton Ports, one time an affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch to the plate. Hits that one to the drawn-in shortstop Arias. He's coming home. He throws to the plate. It's in time as Hiley applies the tag on Ivar coming home. And Ivar is out number 2. 2 men out, and Abruzzo on with the fielder's choice. Quakes are running on contact, and that is exactly why the order. brought the infield in to choke off that run. Here's Greg Porter. 2-2, top of the fifth. Abruzzo off the bag at first base, held on by Gold. Here's the pitch. Porter takes down low. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And 2-2 game. Porter looks down at third. Gets back into the box. 1 ball, no strikes. In the stretch is Kyler. The pitch outside. 2-0 the count. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Quakes. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Fourth. Porter tonight, 1 for 2. 2-0 on its way. He swings and hits a shot into center field. That's a base hit. Hyder had to duck away from that. Well, that one was hit with a little bit of a slice to it. To second base goes Abruzzo. Porter on at first. He's now 2 for 3. Here's David Gates. Quakes now with an opportunity to take the lead. The hits keep on coming here with 2 outs. Dave. And his first 2 at bat. 2 men out. 2-2 here in the top of the fifth. Ports with the infield back. The outfield is playing, the center fielder Coughlin's playing well over towards right center against Gates. That's back out where he tripled. And the left fielder, Sinitsky, goes into the gap. First pitch to Gates is inside, 1-0. They expect Gates to take Kyler to the opposite field. Gates drove a triple off the right center field wall in the second, and a double more towards the right field wall down the line in the fourth. I mean, there is no center fielder right now. He's well over in right center. 1-0 pitch, a swing and a tip at the plate, 1-1. Technically, there's a center fielder, but if you look out straight away, there's a lot of open space out there in center field. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to David Gates. Hiley, after that last pitch, walks the ball. A new ball to the mound to talk with Kyder. Sinitsky in left field, playing to the gap. Cleveland in right, straight away and deep. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 men out. Top of the fifth. Kyder from the stretch, looks in. Gates ready. Here's the pitch. Swinging a big bouncer to the backhand side of the shortstop area. He throws to second base in time to retire Porter on the 4th out, and he's over. The Quakes pick up a run to tie the ball game up on a couple of hits. The walk, 2 men left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th. This game now tied up at 2.
KWRM Corona.
Earning a champion's reputation in this league doesn't come easy. It takes dedication, perseverance, and hard work. You'll find that same dedication at Zabco Painting. They've earned their reputation for professional residential and commercial painting services, one satisfied customer at a time. Whether it's interior or exterior, you can trust Zabco Painting for fast professional work every time. Give them a call today at 888-605-2211. That's 888-605-2211. Zabco Painting, they take the pain out of painting.
It's a whole new ballgame. Playing baseball. Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Join us at the Epicenter every Monday for Monday Madness. 2 club tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 Cracker Jacks, and 2 sodas. All for just $12. Every Monday night at the Epicenter. We'll see you there.
It's a whole new ballgame. Playing baseball. Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Like it's a tie ball game at 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Fans Tickets for the July 3rd game have already gone on sale. Tickets for this game are $2 more per ticket than the regular ticket prices. And following the July 3rd game is the Independence Day post-game fireworks show, sponsored this year by Dig Alert. 2-2. Here's the pitch to Coughlin, leading it off. And the left-hander shows bunt. Takes up high, 1-0. Just a beautiful, cool evening here in the Central Valley tonight for a ball game. 1-0 pitch, fouled back to the screen, and the count 1-1. There's just a beautiful sunset off to left field tonight. There are lights on at the City League softball diamond behind the left field wall. The clubhouses here at Billy Hebert are located in left center. 1-1 pitch, a check swing, lower up to third. Porter fields it on the grass in fair territory, throws over to first, and Coughlin is out one. Yeah, that's a frustrating at bat there by Cameron Coughlin. Not only has he fouled out down to the shortstop, high bar, and foul territory, just behind the third base bag, another check swing grounder. The Porter, he's got to feel cheated at the plate tonight. One away, here's Joaquin Arias. So the tickets for the July 3rd game, they've already been on sale. There's a post-game fireworks show following that game. Tickets are $2 more than regular ticket prices. One man out, here's the pitch, up and away to Arias, 1-0. The tickets for that ball game, they can be purchased one of three easy ways. The first one is in person at the Quakes ticket office. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Arias takes low and away, 2-0. Over the phone at 909-481-5252. Again, 909-481-5252. Or online at rcquakes.com. 2-0 pitch comes up and in. 3 balls, no strikes. 2-2. Here in the 5th. Bottom of the inning, 3 balls, no strikes. Arias lined out to right field and bounced out to short. Next pitch, a strike. 3-1. The American flag in straightaway center field, and it's blowing in. 3-1 pitch. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I'm sorry, outside, ball 4. The 3-1 pitch is outside, ball 4. Arias will take the bag at first. Quakes baseball tonight on the radio is brought to you in part by the California Department of Conservation. California Department of Conservation reminds you, if it's good for the bottle, it's good for the can. One man out, a runner from first base. That's Arias. Here's Adam Fox, 0 for 2 on the night. Toledo throws the pitch, and Fox shows a bunt, pulls back and takes down low. 1 ball, no strike. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Stockton, or no errors for the Quakes. 2 runs, 3 hits for Stockton. Arias has 4 stolen bases and 7 attempts on the year. Napoli holds him on, turning the throw back to first, and Arias is back. 1 ball, 1 strike. There is some activity down in the Quakes bullpen, way down the right field line. Can't yet get a number on who that is. See a tall right-hander, looks like Dustin Griffith. Turning the throw back to first, and back safely again is Arias. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 down out here in the bottom half of the 5th. 2-2 the score. Toledo looks in for the sign. Now he pauses the letters. Here's the pitch to the plate. Breaking ball, 4 strikes, and they count 1-1. Adam Fox flied to center field in the first. Grounded to second base, back in the third. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 man out. 2-2. Turning the throwback to first, and the ball gets away from Napoli. It goes to the backstop. Time is called as moving over to second base is Arias. The ball actually skipped underneath the chain link fence and literally went out of play. So an error charged to Toledo on the throw, allowing Arias to go to second base. 1-1 the count now to Fox. Toledo looks back at second. Now he throws. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Base hit. Center field. Arias will be waved around third. Willard's throw comes back to second base. Adam Fox has given the Ports a 3-2 lead. The relay throw is handled properly by the Quakes. Got away on the infield, but Fox did not advance. Now Toledo put Arias in scoring position at second base with the air. And Fox drives him in on the next pitch. Here's Vince Sinisi. 0 for 2 tonight. Left-hander takes outside. 1 ball, no strike. 3-2 Stockton now. Bottom of the 5th. Quakes have tied it in the top of the inning. 1-0. Toledo, high set. He throws the pitch. Swing and a tip into the glove of Buddy. Step throw down to first. Dan Fox is back. 1-1 the count. Toledo on the mound. Fox away from first. Held on by Napoli. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch to the plate. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Sinisi has hit the 4 home runs. This Stockton lineup has its power spread out. 2-1, 1 man out. The pitch home. Swinging a hard hit ball back up the middle. Pass diving lead into center field. A base hit. Turning second is Fox. He'll make it to third. First and third and 1 out. So the last 2 balls have been scorched up the middle. How about it for the first? The time is called. Nate Gold is coming up. Bobby Meacham is coming out. And this means one thing. He's going to the bullpen. 3-2. Ports leading it here in the bottom of the 5th. Toledo's night is done. We'll come back and tell you about the new Rancho pitcher right after this.
Family fun and so much more. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Celebrate a birthday in style with Trimmer and the rest of the Quakes family here at the Epicenter. Packages include 12 cafe or club tickets, a special gift for the birthday person, a souvenir for each guest, a personalized cake, and more. Birthday packages for 12 people cost just $200.
Single. Here's Anthony Webster. Left-hander facing Thompson. Quakes down 4-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. A look back at second base, and now Thompson and Buddy come in to talk about their signs. Rich Thompson, 1 win, 1 loss on the year, and a 4.24 ERA in 16 games pitched. He has 3 saves this season, 23 in the 3rd innings pitched. Opponents hitting .250 against Thompson with 13 walks, 28 strikeouts, and 23 in the 3rd innings pitch. Here's the pitch to Webster, down low, 1-0. Anthony Webster, left-handed hitter, slide out to center field in the 2nd, hit into a fielder's choice in the 4th. 4-2, Stockton. Here in the sixth, the pitch to the plate, or here in the bottom of the fifth. Next pitch down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Thompson looking for a ground ball. 1 out. The pitch, swinging a foul sharply back to the screen. 2-1. John Toledo tonight, 4 and a third innings pitch. Giving us 4 runs. How many earned remains to be seen. But you can't close the book on him yet. Next pitch down low, 3-1, because Benisi at second would be credited to Toledo. 3-1 now to Webster. 1 out in the inning. Thompson looks in. Now he pauses at the letters. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up foul and out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Forts, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Quakes. Benisi from second, Gold from first. Infield pass. 3-2, 1 man out. And Thompson looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball to right field in deep. Mel Guerrejo back at the track, looking up. See you later. Now a 3-run home run for Anthony Webster. And the Stockton Forts have scored 5 times in the fifth. They lead it 7-2. That ball was a high, towering fly ball. And Mel Guerrejo went back on it, but he had no chance. Here's Jeremy Cleveland. First pitch to Cleveland. Strike. And the count is 0-1. One man out. The windup and the pitch to the plate. Breaking ball for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Thompson ready. He kicks. Here's the 0-2 on its way down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 man out. Cleveland singled in a run in his second inning. Singled in the fourth. Thompson into the glove. The windup. Here's the pitch. Next pitch, breaking ball. Strike 3 call. Cleveland is out number 2. 7-2 Stockton, bottom of the 5th inning after the 3-run home run by Webster. Fans Creature Group 25 or more to the best family entertainment around. That's Quakes baseball at the epicenter. Here's Thompson. Here's Chris Hiley, the catcher. Right-hander takes low and away, 1-0. Whether it be a company outing, a youth sports team, a church event, or simply a group of family and friends, just let us know how many, and we'll take care of the rest. Group tickets start at just $6. Bobby Meacham is coming out. He's going to call the infield in. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And to their positions. 1 ball, no strike. 2 men out here to Hiley. Sam's group ticket prices at the epicenter start at just $6. So make your plans to bring your group to the ballpark this year to enjoy a Quakes baseball game at the epicenter. 1-0 pitch to the strike to Hiley, and the count 1-1. Hiley homered to left field in the second inning and walked in the fourth. 7-2 Stockton, last of the fifth. 1-1 the count. Breeze blowing in straight away from left field. The 1-1 pitch on its way is down low. 2 balls and a strike. 7 runs, 7 hits for Stockton. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Quakes. 2-1. Thompson throws, next pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Thompson from the windup. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a softly hit fly ball. Little blooper on the left. Chase coming in on the charge, and he reaches up to make the catch. Inning over. Stockton, though, scored 5 times here in the bottom of the 5th inning on a total of 4 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on. We head to the 6th inning. The Ports now leading 7-2.
Please leave a message.
Hi, Dad. It's me. Sorry you weren't home. I just wanted to let you know Mom and I are having a great time here in Laughlin, Nevada. We miss you a ton and can't wait to get home. But unfortunately, our tire busted. Yeah, our spare busted too. Simultaneously. What are the chances of that? And also, it snowed here. Yeah, it snowed like 5 feet and all the roads are closed. I know you've heard it's the desert here, but it's one of those snowy deserts. Not all beautiful and sunny like you've heard. So it looks like we'll have to stay for at least a couple more days. Don't worry, though. We'll keep playing the slots and water skiing and hiking and having dinner by the gorgeous river and going out dancing and stuff, if we have to. Okay, Dad. Bye-bye.
Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. So if you come, plan on staying a while. For more info, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
If your home team is hungry for a mealtime winner, there's nothing better than original Carl Budding. With 9 distinct flavors like smoked turkey, honey ham, and corned beef, we've got the taste and variety that never strikes out. Plus, we've got the convenience that keeps meal preparation time from going into extra innings. Look for original Carl Budding in 2.5-ounce, 8-ounce, and 1-pound sizes at your favorite grocer. That's Carl Budding, a real slice of life.
Here come the Quakes. They have some work for them to do. It's 7-2 Stockton in the top of the 6th inning. And Ryan Buddy to lead it off. Here is the new Stockton pitcher. First pitch foul right back to the screen. And the count is 0-1. Tiki Bengochea. Bengochea, Bengochea. Right-hander on the mound, Bengochea. The 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Ryan Buddy. Buddy grounded to third base in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th. Next pitch, fastball up high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 7 runs on 7 hits for the Stockton Ports. No errors, 2 runs, 6 hits, an error for the Quakes. Buddy swings away and drives the next pitch high and deep to left field. This one is way back and gone. Home run. Ryan Buddy. A solo shot leading off the top of the 6th. It's his 4th of the season. And a Stockton lead has been cut to 7-4. All Sanusi, the left fielder, can do on that one was turn and watch that one leave the yard. Buddy crushed that ball. And he hit that one into the wind. Here's Melgarejo. Melgarejo bunts it foul up along the first base line. So a home run for Ryan Buddy. Oh, 1 the count. A pitch. Melgarejo takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Buddy crushed that ball. Here's the windup. The 1-1 pitch comes up and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, swinging, swung on, foul, back up on top of the roof. And out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cool evening here for baseball in Stockton. See lots of jackets and see some folks really bundled up behind home plate. The Santa, next pitch to the plate. And it's a big chopper back in the bag at third. Shelley backhand, high throw to first, and it's not in time. The first baseman goal came off the bag, tried to slap a tag on Mel Guerrero. He could not. And the Quakes slip an infield hit. It's the Delta breeze that blows in here. And you get it a little bit in Modesto, but you really get it here in Stockton, and as you move up the state towards Sacramento. So an infield hit for Rancel Melgarejo. He's at first base. 7-3 the score here in the last half of the 5th inning, and DJ Weed at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Runner leads from first. Weed swings and fouls it back up into the screen. And the count is no balls and 1 strike to DJ Weed. 7 runs on 7 hits for the Stockton Force. And the Quakes with 3 runs are out hitting the Force with 8 hits. Mel Guerrero, he can run. He leads away from first. Gold holds him on. Here's the 0-1. Going inside. Ball gets away from Hiley. Down to second base goes Mel Guerrero. A wild pitch. The Quakes so far answering Stockton here in the top of the 6th. And with that wild pitch, it's going to bring out pitching coach Andy Hawkins to talk with Kiter. I stand correct not to talk with Kiter. Talk with Bengachia. Takes us time, gives us time to remind you about pregame picnics at the Epicenter. To reserve a pregame picnic at the Epicenter for a unique group of Missourians, you will get 25 or more into the picnic area, and afterwards, your group of 25 or more will move to your seats to watch the ball game. Now, all the options for your picnic group this year include all you can eat and drink, plus your game ticket. Choose from 3 great menu options at prices start at just $15 per person. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's DJ Weed. Look back at second. Hunter leads the pitch, and Weed swings and hits a fly ball foul out of play over the bleachers. Past the third base bag. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. One and 2 to count. Nobody out. I'll look back at second. Here's the pitch. Weed swings and misses, and they count as Weed strikes out on the 1-2 pitch. That is the first out of the inning and the 4th strikeout of the night for the Quakes at the plate. Here's Reggie Willis. Reggie Willis, 1 for 2. Doubled in, scored in the 5th. Bengachia turns and looks back to second base, and Mel Guerrero is back. 1 out. Here's the pitch to the plate. Fastball up high. 1 ball, 1 strike to count for Reggie Willis. Willis steps out of the box, adjusts his glove. Gets back in there. He taps the bat on home plate. Mel Guerrero at second base. Here's the pitch. Little swing with a high pop-up foul and out of play. One and 1. Bengachia up in the stretch. Now he pauses at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. On deck is Eric Ibar. Quakes with single runs in the third, fifth, and sixth. They trail this one 7-3, top of the sixth to Stockton. 1-2. Looks back at second base. One man out. The pitch to the plate. Willett swings and misses, and he is out on strikes. And Bangachia comes back with back-to-back strikeouts to Weed and Willett. 2 men out. Here is Eric Ibar. Ibar grounded to second base in the first. Hit a sacrifice fly to right field in the third. Walked in the fifth. Ibar takes outside. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 men out. Bangachia from the stretch looks in for the sign. Eye goes to the glove, pauses at the letters. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike call on the inside. 1-1 to Ibar. Here's the 1-1. Ibar takes up high. 2 balls and a strike. Ibar on the season with runners in scoring position and 2 outs has had some success this year. He's hitting .357 in this situation. 2-1 pitch, swinging a high fly ball lifted to center field. Coughlin, the center fielder, moves over from right center and into straightaway center. He makes the catch, and the Quakes will strand the runner on here in the sixth. They pick up 1 run on the Buddy home run. 2 hits, the man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 7-3. Stockton.
KWRM Corona.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with the championship course designed by Schmidt and Gurley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Limonite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
This weekend, termites, feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, turfs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look at your seat. The other book. Artists, posers, florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Duct-tape, landscape, sit-down mowers, dentists, false teeth, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, Bombay, wide web, take a look at your seat. The other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
Under the pitch, and it's 7-3 Port. First pitch to Randall Shelley. Pop foul out of play off to the right behind the Quakes dugout. No balls and a strike. So here's the Shelley slide to center field and grounded out to first. The 0-1 breaking ball for a strike. 0-2. Shelley, Coughlin, and Arias here in the last of the 6th inning. 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Forts. 3 runs, 8 hits, and an error for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Here's the windup by Thompson. The pitch to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball to left field. Gates moving over in the gap, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Quakes baseball tonight is brought to you in part by Farmer John Hot Dogs. Farmer John Hot Dogs is the official hot dog of the Epicenter, and also one of the sponsors of the Weenie Wednesday promotion. Every Wednesday night this year at the Epicenter, remember, you can get Farmer John hot dogs at the Epicenter for just $1 every Wednesday home game. Well, next year, the Stockton Ports will move into a brand new ballpark. Here's Coughlin at the plate. First pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. Banner Island Ballpark in downtown Stockton next year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike, and it is 0-2. This is going to be a waterfront ballpark. It's going to be built by HOK. This is the last season of Billy Hebert Field. This is the oldest minor league ballpark. 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. Billy Hebert Field here, the oldest minor league ballpark west of the Mississippi. Here's the windup by Thompson. Pitch to the plate. Swinging a high pop fly foul and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And taking a look at some of the renderings here tonight at the ballpark of the new stadium, it is going to be a beauty. 1-2 pitch foul back to the screen. And the count 1-2. And if you put that ballpark with the one in Modesto, what they've done there, the Northern Division, some of the older ballparks are being replaced, and it is, they are some nice places to visit. 1-2 pitch down low to Coughlin. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 man out here in the last half of the 6th. It's 7-3 Stockton. Next year, the new ballpark down the left field line, it'll be 300 feet. That's right. To left field, 300 feet. 2-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball foul off to the left. Still 2-2. And HOK, the designers of this stadium, and which they have already broken ground, it is going to be located right next to an arena that's going to house an Arena Football League 2 team, also a hockey team. 2-2 pitch, swinging a high pop fly foul again off the bat of Coughlin. He's given Thompson a pretty good battle here, 2-2. The arena is going to be located behind the ballpark along the first base side of the stadium. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man out. The pitch to the plate, down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It'll house an indoor professional soccer league team, an Arena Football 2 team, and a hockey team. 3-2 pitch on its way, low and away to Coughlin, ball 4, and he walks. So a 1-out walk, and here's Joaquin Area. Quakes trail this one 7-3. Quakes baseball tonight on the radio is brought to you in part by our friends at Carl Buddig. And the original Carl Buddig with 9 distinct flavors. Look for Carl Buddig in your favorite grocery. The original Carl Buddig, a real slice of life. Joaquin Arias with a runner at first and 1 man out. He faces Thompson, swinging a double play ball to Ivar short. He flips over to Weed at second, and that is the only out they can get. Weed had a hard time getting the ball out of his glove, and with Coughlin, the runner bearing down on Weed, Weed decided to hold on to the ball and play it safely and at least get the for sure out at second base. So 2 men out, and here's Adam Fox. Arias reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 outs, Adam Fox singled in a run, and he also scored a run in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 3 tonight. 7-3 Stockton, last of the 6th. 2 men out. Thompson from the belt, turn and throw back to first, and back safely is Arias. Two outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th. 7-3 to score. Stockton leading the Quakes. Here's the pitch to Fox. He takes down low. 1 ball, no strikes. The ballpark in Stockton next year is a part of a redevelopment plan in the downtown area. They already have areas zoned out for some retail stores to be built out in left field, but they're doing a very concerted effort. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swinging a high pop-up, shallow right. Weed going out at second. It's Melgarejo calling for it, and he'll make the catch, inning over. Stockton picks up a base runner here in the inning. They strand him. We head to the 7th inning, 7-3 fourth.
Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Winesville Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines, as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in the relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic ground. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376 or stop by Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376.
7-3 to score. Ports leading the Quakes. Top of the seventh inning. Michael Napoli will lead it off. The Quakes at one point tied this ball game up at 2. Stockton scoring 5 times in the bottom of the fifth. The Quakes added one more in the sixth off of the current Stockton pitcher. That's Bangachia on the mound. Kiki Bangachia. He rocks and fires. First pitch up high to Napoli, and the count is 1-0. Napoli left at it with a bunt, pulled back. 1-0 the count. Napoli knocked in a run his last time up. He takes outside. 2 balls, no strike. Napoli at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Napoli grounded to third in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and he knocked in a run as he grounded out to the shortstop Arias his last time up that tied the ball game momentarily. 2-1 pitch lifted in the air, center field. Conklin moving over to make the catch. Napoli is out number 1. Here's Jared Abruzzo. They're telling you about this new ballpark in Stockton. It's going to feed about 5,100 people next year. It's one lower level, although there's a small upper level of club seating behind where some suites and a press box is going to be located. Here's the first pitch to Abruzzo. Swung on and missed, 0-1. It's a real short second level, reminiscent of Fenway Park, kind of in that short second level that they have down the right field line at Fenway. We're all around the ballpark at Fenway. The 0-1 pitch is down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. The bullpens in some early drawings were going to be stacked, and they're going to be placed side by side in left field next year. Behind the left field wall, 1-1 pitch, swinging a big bouncer foul off the bat of Abruzzo. Switch hitter batting left-handed, pulled the ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7-3 Stockton here in the top of the 7th inning. There's a picnic deck located down the right and left field lines. The left field wall is going to be 11 feet high. 1-2 pitch down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And when I saw some of the drawings by HOK and the rendering, a little bit of the left field corner and the left field wall reminds me of the ballpark I worked at last year in Fresno. 2-2 pitch. Abruzzo swings and hits a high drive. Right field and deep. Going back to Cleveland, looking up, and that ball is gone. A home run. And Abruzzo hits it out. Solo home run to straightaway right field. Abruzzo with his 4th home run of the season, and the Quakes pulled to within 7-4. It's a big, high, towering fly ball, and you notice here that the outfielders, when they go back to the wall, because it's a very hard brick wall, nobody really follows the ball back if they think that they don't have a chance to catch it going to the wall. They usually turn and wait for the carom. First pitch now to Greg Porter is outside, 1-0. Cleveland turned and watched that one sail out just to the right of where the scoreboard is located, above the wall in right center field. The 1-0 pitch, Porter swings and fouls it off to the left. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. However, to the right of the scoreboard, because there is a low cut, hit the scoreboard in the right center wall, there is some brick that raises above the normal 9 feet in terms of the height of this wall. 1-1 pitch. Porter slaps to the third. Shelley sets himself after fielding it and throws Porter out at first. 2 men out. Abruzzo's 4th home run, 9th RBI on the year. 7-4 Port. How about it?
KWRM Corona and Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball.
See us? 7-4 the score here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, or top half of the 7th. 2 men out for David Gates. Port's in front of this one. Here's the pitch. Gates swings with a high fly ball. Right center field. Cleveland moving over. The right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Quakes get the 1 run on the Abruzzo home run to right field. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the Port 7 and the Quakes 4.
Hey, up here. It's your roof. Now, I don't mean to sound selfish, but I see how you baby the car, washing, waxing, polishing. Hey, what about me? I protect the whole family, the dog, even that darn car. It's not easy fending off Mother Nature's fury. Don't I deserve a little TLC? My friends at Four Seasons Roofing have 20 years of experience in re-roofing and all types of repairs for residential, commercial, and custom roofs. They'll even give you a free estimate. Four Seasons Roofing. They're in your yellow pages, and they're the best. Take it from me. Your roof.
You know the goal of baseball is to get home quickly. The last thing you want to see is some player lollygagging around third when there's going to be a close play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. You know all Farmer John products are made fresh right here in the Southland. That way they get home as quickly as possible, and it's just a short slide into the plate. That's your plate at home, not home plate. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
7-4 Stockton, bottom of the 7th inning. Matt Wilhite will be the new pitcher for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes in this ball game. Leading it off for the fourth will be Sinisi, the left fielder. 7-4 the score. And Matt Wilhite comes into the ball game. 2 wins, 2 losses, and a 5.4 ERA in 16 games. First pitch to Sinisi is taken for a strike, 0-1. Wilhite, 25 innings pitched. He's walked 9, struck out 20. In that time, he's also given up 28 hits. No balls, 1 strike to count here to Sinisi. Wilhite steps off the mound after Sinisi calls time. And now Wilhite was getting ready to go into the delivery before the Port sent out a first base coach finally. 0-1 pitch, swung on, driven left center field. That's a base hit. Sinisi singles to left center. He's 2 for 4 tonight. The Banner Island Ballpark next year here in Stockton, located in downtown Stockton. We told you that it's 310 feet down the left field line. It's an 11-foot high wall, but the wall immediately shoots back. And it shoots back big time to where it finally angles off to where the bullpen starts. Here's Nate Gold. First pitch is down low, 1-0. In right center field, they are going to have a beer garden located out there, and the right center field wall is going to angle. Actually, it's going to kind of curve in. 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. I was told that the reason for that is to add a little bit of character to right field, so it's just not a straight right field wall. Turning the throw back to first, and Sinisi is back. Nate Gold tonight, a single in the fifth. scored a run, also knocked in a run. 2 other walks tonight. 1-1 pitch with the runner going. Hit and run and a big chopper pull foul past the Port's third base dugout and down the line. The dugouts here in Stockton are kind of small. They go further back in more of a square shape more than a long rectangular shape. There are steps for the players to stand up on and lean up against the top railing of a dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner goes again, hit and run, swing and a miss. Throw down to second base is in time. Sanisi is caught stealing 2-4 as B.J. Weed applied the tag from Buddy, and with Gold, he swung and missed, but his momentum, he carried him out towards home plate. And he very well could have been called for interfering. But to strike him out, throw him out, double play. 2 men out, base is empty for Anthony Weber. Swings and pulls that one to right field. On comes Melgarejo, and he will make the catch on a charge, and the inning is over. 1 hit, nobody left on. We move to the 8th inning. Stockton leading the Rancho 7-4.
Titan fans at Pastimes Collectibles know baseball is a year-round event. Located inside Villa del Sol in downtown Fullerton, Pastimes offers the finest in authenticated sports memorabilia for over a decade. They have every item for every fan, for every budget. From Ruth and Cobb to Tiger, Jordan, Ali, Montana, and Shaq. You'll find it at Pastimes Collectibles. Where do pros like Nomar Garcia Fire shop when they want collectible jerseys, equipment, and artwork? Pastimes Collectibles. Call 714-870-8013. That's 714-870-8013.
Hi, Jason Anaforian here to tell you about Storage Max in Rancho Cucamonga. At the Quakes, we've had no worries storing our items at Storage Max. With the latest technology, Storage Max provides climate-controlled units keeping items from discoloration, fading, or getting dusty. This is especially great for the hot summertime weather in Rancho Cucamonga. Storage Max has units from 5x5s to 15x40s with 24-hour access. Storage Max is a new facility located at 8363 Foothill Boulevard between Vineyard and Grove Avenue in Rancho Cucamonga. Jack and Carmen, the managers of Storage Max, have helped us with great customer service. Now let them help you. If you're ready to move or just thinking about moving, give Jack and Carmen, the managers of Storage Max, a call at 909-949-3600. Again, that's 909-949-3600.
Brian Buddy will lead it off for the Quakes in the top of the 8th inning. Buddy welcomed Kiki Bangachia to the ball game with a home run into the left field in the 6th. Now he faces the new Stockton Ports pitcher David Mazurek on the mound. Third pitcher of the night for the Ports. 7-4 Stockton leading it. First pitch to Buddy is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Jason Anaforian here. John Souter, our engineer, back in the KWRN Corona Studios. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Buddy takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7 runs on 8 hits for the Port. 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. 1-1 the count. The Zurich bent over from the stretch, now stands upright, goes into the windup. The 1-1 pitch. Down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Buddy homer to left field in the 6th. 1 for 3 tonight. Buddy, Melgarejo, and Weed here in the top of the 8th for the Quakes. 2-1. Here's the windup and the pitch to the plate. Swinging a foul back. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mazurek stands 6'4", but boy, he looks taller than 6'4" out there. 225 pounds. Currently resides in Indian Head Park, Illinois. Pitched last year in Spokane. The Stockton Sports Club has 4 guys on it that were in rookie ball last year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here's the windup and the pitch. Buddy swings an inside-out pitch. He swings and grounds it to first. Gold up with it. He'll take it to the bag unassisted for the put-out on Buddy. 1 out here in the 8th. Missouri has somewhat of an interesting delivery. When he stands from the windup, he does not stand with his shoulders squared completely back towards home plate. Kind of stands at an angle. And he bends over and he stands somewhat like with an overstand. So when he turns, he does not turn too much. He doesn't have too far to turn to go into his delivery. He throws low to Melgarejo, 1-0. And he sets high, and he keeps his hands high there as he goes into his windup before he separates his hands out and throws home. 1-1 pitch, swing and a fly and a foul ball. Back off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rancel Melgarejo. Melgarejo walked and scored in 3rd, walked in the 4th, had an infield hit in the 6th. 7-4, 4th, top of the 8th. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul back to the top of the screen. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Melgarejo. 4th, 7, Quakes 4. Quakes with single runs tonight in the 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's Missouri. Into his windup, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Past the diving first baseman. Blocked nicely by Fox, the second baseman. He gets up after a dive from the grass to throw over to Missouri. It's not in time, but what a spectacular play there. Gold goes to his belly. Comes up with a white jersey now caked in dirt. The second baseman, Fox, falls out, moving to his left. He comes up with the ball on the outfield grass in shallow right. Gets up and throws over to Missouri, covering the bag at first, not in time. So Melgarejo aboard for the 4th time tonight. And here's B.J. Weed. 7-4 Port. B.J. Weed had an infield single in the 3rd, grounded to short in the 4th, struck out swinging in the 6th. Away from first base is Melgarejo. A turn and a throwback over there, and Melgarejo is back. 1 man out here in the top of the 8th. Turn and a throwback over, and back safely is Melgarejo. No balls, 1 strike. Missouri to the plate. A called strike. The count is 0-1. Turn and a throwback over and back safely. Melgarejo. Runner from first. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Weed swings, bounces it to the drawn-in third baseman Shelley. He short hops it on the grass. Now throws over to first. In time to retire Weed. 2 out. Taking second base is Rancel Melgarejo. Here's Reggie Willett. Missouri last year pitched for Spokane. He was 1-3 with a 2.03 ERA in 25 games. He saved 10 games. Signed as a non-drafted free agent last May. 2 men out. Runner from second base. Reggie Willis is 1 for 3 tonight with a sacrifice. Scored a run. Has a double. Pitch outside to Willis, 1-0. Reggie Willis with his double. He sees his average continue to climb, but Willis has himself a pretty good hitting streak going on right now. Now at 9 games. That ties Napoli for the longest, second longest on the club. Turning to look back to second base. Mel Guerrero is down. 1 ball, no strikes. Mel Guerrero off the bag at second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Taken for a strike, 1-1. Willis steps out of the box to take a couple of practice hacks. Missouri in the stretch, bent over, holding the ball behind his back. Mel Guerrero at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 men out. Missouri looks back at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. Missouri again, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Willis takes outside. 3 balls and a strike. Guerrero steps off the bag at second. 3-1 the count. On deck is Eric Ibar. Missouri throws 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2. But last night, Tomas Cabanel, the starter for the Modesto Athletics, probably the most deliberate starter when runners were on base that we have seen all year. 3-2, 2 men out. Here's the pitch to the plate. Willett swings. It's a high fly ball down the left field line. Shelley, the third baseman, going out, and he falls down, backhands it, reaches up to make the catch as he falls down just in front of the tarp. And the inning is over. 1 hit and a man left on after 7.5. It's 7-4 Port.
Termites feasting, dishes, tackle, paints and spackles, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look at your feet. Got the other book. Florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Duct-tape, landscape, sit-down mowers, dentists, false teeth, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, Bombay, wide wheel. Take a look at your feet. Got the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
If your home team is hungry for a mealtime winner, there's nothing better than original Carl Budding. With 9 distinct flavors like smoked turkey, honey ham, and corned beef, we've got the taste and variety that never strikes out. Plus, we've got the convenience that keeps meal preparation time from going into extra innings. Look for original Carl Budding in 2.5-ounce, 8-ounce, and 1-pound sizes at your favorite grocer. That's Carl Budding, a real slice of life.
Jeremy Cleveland at the plate. Matt Wilhite back out on the mound. First pitch at the bottom of the 8th is down low, 1-0. Port 7, Quakes 4. Here's the 1-0 pitch inside. 2 balls, no strike. Jeremy Cleveland, an infield single and an RBI in the 2nd. Singled to left field in the 4th, struck out looking in the 5th. Next pitch is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. Wilhite throws the next pitch. Swing and a fly ball center field. Right at Reggie Willett. He doesn't even move, and he reaches up to make the catch. 1 man out. Fans, the 2004 Youth Baseball Clinic is scheduled for August 4th through the 6th at Red Hill Park from 9 a.m. to noon each day. Here's your chance to work with Quakes players and coaches in small group instruction with the pros. You'll be taught the essential skills of hitting, pitching, fielding, base running, catching, and much more. Here's Chris Hiley. First pitch is inside 1-0. Boys and girls ages 6 to 14 years old are welcome, and the skill level does not matter because everyone plays with their own age group. 1-0 pitch, swing and a little bouncer foul up along the third base line. Back now towards the Ports dugout of 1-1. Camp cost is $100, and to register, contact the Quakes at 909-481-5000, extension 264. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Hiley swings and misses, 1-2. Hiley had a home run, a solo shot in the second. A walk in the fourth, and a fly ball to left in the fifth. 1-2 pitch on its way, swing and a miss, and Hiley is out on strike. 2 men out. Quakes baseball tonight on the radio has been brought to you by Storage Max. Planning on moving or just thinking about moving, give Storage Max a call at 909-949-3600. 2 outs. First pitch to Randall Shelley is taken for a strike, 0-1. Storage Max is located on Foothill Boulevard in Rancho, Cucamonga. 1 strike to count, 7-4 Ports here in the last of the 7th, and a swing and last of the 8th inning, I beg your pardon, swing and a roller foul back towards the on-deck circle at the Quakes dugout. Behind the first base bag, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Shelley 0 for 3 tonight. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball, 1-2. Shelley flied to center in the second, grounded to first in the fourth, and in the sixth he flied to left. 1-2 pitch, big bouncer, full foul wide of the bag at third and down the line. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. We'll be on the air tomorrow night, tape delayed and aired in its entirety beginning at 9:30 following Fullerton State baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men out. The pitch, Wilhite deals, swing and a fly ball foul and out of play. Throwing tomorrow for the Ports is Casey Smith. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a little jammer. Rolled up along the left side of the field. Porter cuts in front of Ivar and cannot hold on to it. He charged the ball in on the grass. And safe at first base is Shelley. And an error has been charged to Greg Porter. 2-out error allows Shelley to reach base. 2 men out. Here's Cameron Coughlin. It'll be Casey Smith tomorrow night for the Ports, the right-hander on the mound. He'll be opposed by Phil Wilson. 2 outs. Coughlin swings, drives this one to left field. Right at Gates. He comes in, reaches up to make the catch, and the inning is over. No runs or hits, 1 error, a man left on. We move to the 9th inning. It's the last chance for the Quakes. They'll send up to the plate Ibar, Napoli, and Abruzzo trailing 7-4.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with the championship course designed by Schmidt and Gurley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Limonite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
It's a whole new ballgame. Quakes baseball. Family fun and so much more. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Charter Media presents the Friday Family Fun Pack. 4 clubs, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 2 Boomer Schmitz's golf passes, 4 one-hour GameWorks passes, an accurate automotive oil change, and 2 Cold Stone Creamery ice cream, all for just $38. Available for select Friday games. Make your plans to be with us.
Tonight's attendance here at Billy Hebert Field, 1,456. 1,456 tonight's attendance here in Stockton. Eric Ibar will lead it off here in the top half of the ninth inning. And the new pitcher for Stockton, as the first pitch is hit on one hop to second base. Fox is up with it, throws Ibar out at first, 1 away. The new pitcher for Stockton, Luis Marcano. One pitch, 1 out here to help out Marcano as he comes on to close it out for the Port. 7-4, Stockton in the top half of the ninth inning, and up at the plate is Michael Napoli. 1 man out. Marcano, the right-hander, rocks and fires. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strike. Michael Napoli tonight is 0 for 4 with an RBI ground out. 1 ball, no strikes. On deck is Jared Abruzzo. The windup by Marcano. Here's the pitch. A big swing and a miss. A fastball. And he rode that one up high against Napoli. They count 1 ball, 1 strike. Marcano on the season. 1 win, no losses. A 3.66 ERA. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Marcano with 1 save. And in 15 games, he's pitched 19 2/3 innings. 2 balls, a strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. And Hiley, the catcher, fell down. And I don't know if Napoli knocked him down with his backswing. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 man out. Marcano works from the first base side of the rubber. The right-hander rocks and fires. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Napoli is out number 2. So the Quakes now down to their final out. Quakes at 19-20 on the season, trying to avoid falling to 19-21. Stockton 7, Quakes 4, top of the ninth. Abruzzo homered his last time up. The pitch. He swings and sharply pulls that one just foul past the first base bag and down the right field line. 0-1. The Quakes tonight have stranded 9 runners on base. The Quakes have not gone in order in an inning since the first. 0-1 pitch, down low, 1-1. However, the first 2 batters in this inning have made out. Abruzzo tonight is 1 for 4. He had the home run and it was a solo shot in the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Abruzzo swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. Breeze blowing in from left field. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men out. 7-4 Ports, top of the 9th. The windup, here's the pitch, and Abruzzo takes up high. Sending him back, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomorrow, Phil Wilson will start for the Quakes. Cody Smith for the Ports. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Abruzzo trying to keep this one going here. And Marcano deals. The pitch is down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Ports 17-24 on the year. Abruzzo back in the box, taps the bat over the plate, and stands up on the plate from the left side. The infield is shading him to pull. 3-2 pitch is outside, ball 4, and the Quakes stay alive, and Abruzzo draws the 2-out walk. So the only time tonight the Quakes have been retired in order has been the first. Here's Greg Porter. Porter fly to left field in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, singled to center in the 5th, grounded to 3rd base in the 7th. 2 men out. And the Ports will play Porter to pull as well. Gold, the first baseman, playing behind Abruzzo, who takes his lead. The 3rd baseline is really wide open. And Porter hits that one back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop Arias, who will flip over to Fox, the 2nd baseman, right there. Behind the bag at 2nd to flip to Fox for the 4th out on Abruzzo, and the ball game is over. The Quakes will strand their runner in the 9th inning. It's their 10th runner stranded of the night. And the Stockton Ports take game 1 of this 3-game set by the score of 7-4 tonight. We'll take a break and come back with the totals for you. The Ports win it 7-4. The totals in a moment.
Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball has been brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Pepsi, Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, McDonald's, Galliano Winery, California Department of Conservation, Red Roof Inn, Bass Frame, Southern California Housing, and by Yellow Book USA. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This is Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball. The Yellow Book USA postgame show is next.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with the championship course designed by Schmidt & Gurley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Limonite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
Please leave a message.
Hi, Dad. It's me. Sorry you weren't home. I just wanted to let you know Mom and I are having a great time here in Laughlin, Nevada. We miss you a ton and can't wait to get home. But unfortunately, our tire busted. Yeah, our spare busted too. Simultaneously. What are the chances of that? And also, it snowed here. Yeah, it snowed like 5 feet and all the roads are closed. I know you've heard it's the desert here, but it's one of those snowy deserts. Not all beautiful and sunny like you've heard. So it looks like we'll have to stay for at least a couple more days. Don't worry, though. We'll keep playing the slots and water skiing and hiking and having dinner by the gorgeous river and going out dancing and stuff, if we have to. Okay, Dad. Bye-bye.
Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. So if you come, plan on staying a while. For more info, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
Welcome to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. This is Quakes baseball.
For the Stockton Ports to win it tonight, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They stranded 5 runners on base. And the Stockton Forts improved to 7-18 and 24. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, still losing, dropped their record to 19 and 21 on the year. 4 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, and 10 men left on base. The winning pitcher tonight is Ben Kiter. He's now 1-4 on the season. And for Kiter, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Kiter is 2 wins and 3 losses on the year. I recorded that down wrong. Kiter's now 2-3 on the season, and Toledo drops his record to 1-4 on the year. Marcano gets his second save of the year tonight in the 9th inning, getting the Quakes out. He retired the first 2 hitters before getting Abruzzo on a walk, fielder's choice, that went 6-4, ended the ball game off the bat of Greg Porter as Marcano closed it out. Time of the night's ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes in front of a paid crowd of 1,456. Now for my engineer in the studio, John Souter, this is Jason Anapoyan inviting you to stay tuned next for the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Again, the final score, the Stockton Forts 7, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 4. The postgame show is next. Thank you.
Welcome to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. This is Quakes baseball.
It's a whole new ballgame. Quakes baseball. Family fun and so much more. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for.
Welcome to the Yellow Book USA
For fans who want the benefits of season tickets but can't make it to all the home games, then the Quakes mini plans are perfect for you. Mini plans start as low as $60 per seat. Plus, these plans feature the most exciting games of the 2004 season. To order your Quakes mini plan today, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252.
Family fun and so much more. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The excitement you've been looking for. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. It's the
Well, tonight at Billy Herbert Field, welcome to the Yellow Book USA postgame show, everybody. Jason Anapoyan with you. The Quakes and the Stockton Forts getting set for Game 1 of this 3-game set tonight. And Game 1 went to the Stockton Forts 7-4. Stockton jumped out to a 2-0 lead off of Jean Toledo in the bottom half of the second inning when Jeremy Cleveland singled in a run. Cleveland was thrown out on the base pass trying to extend a single into 2 bases because Nate Gold, the first baseman, or the runner at first and the first baseman, mind you, was rounding the bag at third on the Cleveland single. He started out at first. He went first to third, rounded the bag at third through the stop sign, and came home to score. The throw then came to Porter at third. He elected to go back and get Cleveland on the base path for the second out of the inning. Chris Hiley hit a solo home run to left field in the second to make it a 2-0 Stockton lead. The Quakes would answer back with a single run in the third, courtesy of an Eric Ibar sacrifice fly ball. And then in the top of the 5th inning, the Quakes tied the ball game up on a Michael Napoli RBI ground out at 2. But that would be as close as the Quakes would get tonight, because in the bottom of the 5th inning, with 1 out, the bases empty, the Stockton Forts started a 5-run rally. Arias scored. Adam Fox scored. He had an RBI single tonight in that inning. Vince Benisi had a single. Nate Gold had an RBI single. And then the big hit of the inning was Anthony Webster, the 5th-place hitter, with a 3-run home run to right field to make it a 7-2 Stockton lead. The Quakes came back with runs in the 5th and 6th. An RBI groundout, or a solo home run, mind you, by Ryan Buddy leading off the 6th. And then Jared Abruzzo, a solo home run to right field. Both of those home runs coming off against Kiki Bengochea in left field, or in right field. Kiki Bengochea gave up a home run to both Buddy and Abruzzo. And the Quakes were trailing this one by the score of 7-4 after Abruzzo homer. But this ball game kind of had the same feel of last night's game. The Quakes were able to get some base runners, but again, their hits were spread out. 10 hits on the night for the Quakes, and those were spread out over 9 innings. And they were playing from behind. They had some home runs, put a couple of pretty good charges into some balls. Some left the yard, some didn't. But the Quakes tonight stranding 10 runners on base. And that always comes back to hurt you when you lose by 3. And so this one goes to the Stockton Ports tonight. Our winning pitcher in the ballgame was Ben Kiter. John Toledo took the loss, and Marcano closed it out for the save. The only two home runs for the Quakes tonight was Ryan Buddy, his 4th. Jared Abruzzo also hit his 4th. For the Stockton Ports, connecting for his 3rd was Chris Hiley, and Anthony Webster hit his 3rd as well for the Ports. So 4 home runs total in the ball game tonight. Well, the Quakes dropped this one 7-4. Our next broadcast comes your way tomorrow night, beginning at 9:30, aired in its entirety over a tape delay broadcast. It'll be game 2 of this series. On the mound for the Quakes will be a right-hander, Phil Wilson. He'll be opposed by right-hander Casey Smith of the Stockton Ports. And the Quakes will look to even this series up at a game apiece tomorrow night right here at Billy Hebert Field in Stockton. That's going to do it here for the Yellow Book USA postgame show. For my engineer tonight in the studio, John Souter. This is Jason Anaboyan inviting you back tomorrow night for Quakes baseball. Again, the final score, the Stockton Ports 7, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 4. We will talk with you tomorrow night.
Friends and family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card Preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, San Dimas, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
Leaking, termites feasting, fish and tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Let your hands walk in, not the other book. Florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Duct tape, landscape, sit-down mowers, dentists, fosters, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, Bombay, white whale. Take a look and you'll see. Walk in, not the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
1, 2, 3.
You've been listening to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. KWRM 1370 is the radio home for the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This has been Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball.